Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Ka-choo.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside this gentle world. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice. This is, in fact, Fobster 360. Oh, Boog's here, actually. What?
In a fantastic turn of events, Boog is here.
Yeah, they came in at the exact same time, so it sounded like it was just Poncho, but it was both of them.
Even I was fooled.
It's
Gotcha.
something the writers in the
The writer's room cooked this up. Yeah. I'm Jonathan Frakes. Welcome to the Boog. Do the intro.
Yeah, Boog, bring us in.
Hey. Yes, sir. Officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 250,000.
Nope.
I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fabster, Pancheezey, Rick Dom. We back for the midweek episode. It's Wednesday. It's hump day.
That's it.
And hopefully everybody's humping at some point.
We
Hey
can
guys,
only
it's me
How you
from
feeling?
California.
How you feeling, P? No,
I feel great.
Yeah. Just
Feel
making
great.
sure.
It was the hottest day in South Carolina today. Coincidentally, our air conditioner broke at work. So
Oof.
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Shout out to a real one, that AC.
It's been pretty humid here, and it's been like I'm thinking like it's gonna rain every day, and then it'll rain a little bit. It's saying thunderstorms every day. Then we get sun and clouds, and I don't know what's going on, but it's been super humid over here. Yeah, it's summertime though, right? It's June. It's supposed to be July.
Basically, I mean, it's been like June gloomy here, but like afternoon always clears up.
Yeah, I was talking to I forget who it was yesterday in the Discord, but they're complaining about how hot it was. Like, man, we've been getting lucky in California for like almost the whole month of June. I don't know how it is down south where Fabio's at, but it was pretty cold up here. It was like low 70s. It's pretty nice.
No, I was just like
High 60s. Yeah. It was really cloudy, so it just made it so it just was not was just cold. But now it's hitting, and it's
not gonna be the case a month from now. And I'm glad we're making those plans to bring the AC or the fans, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do our 1-2 scammer 1-2.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
How's everybody's week? Get anything cool?
I don't think I received anything other than the stuff from Boog. I don't know if you saw Boog.
Oh, you did get it? I didn't even realize everything came intact, no problems.
Looks good. Yeah, I did the old open to inspect, and then they just kind of stayed open.
All right, because I sent you the Chinese bootleg, so just letting you know.
Oh. Is this one of the Mezcos? But yeah, nothing new in that regard. But just I had a pretty solid weekend of watching the wrestlings. You know, the AEW Forbidden Door. Went to yeah, Rick. What did you see it? What did you think?
What was that? A Saturday or Sunday event?
That was Sunday.
I just seen clips on Twitter, but I didn't watch it. How was it?
It was cool, man. It was a very good show. It wasn't even like too many matches, you know, and it just went went by really, really quick, and nothing felt like it was overstaying its welcome. Everything
Beautiful.
that was long was nice and long. Felt like there was really good time for everything. The card was really well spaced out. And shout out to Travis from A Toy Kind of Mood for being an excellent host, having the boys over, putting together like a whole video game tournament and everything.
Yeah,
We played Street Fighter. What's the new one? 6?
6. Yep.
I got second place in the tournament, man.
Wow,
I lost to Retro Cammy in the final round.
Oh my god!
After
What was the strat,
sweep
Fabio?
before.
Button mashing? Did you have some specials in mind? What's going on?
Well, we had a rule that there was no repeat characters, and then this dude used a repeat character, and I'm like, all right, cool.
What was it? Ken Fighter 5?
The Chun-Li, and I went back to Ken that I ended up kind of liking in this game, and got my ass kicked. You know who was really sick actually is JP, the Maximilian Pegasus looking guy.
Hell yeah!
I actually really liked him. I should have played him in the last round. But shouts to Travis and KJ, who may be in the chat, who was also there. So good time.
Did you by any chance see Spider-Verse?
No
guy.
way.
Oh man, Boog, I was supposed to be the one bringing the jokes. Come on, man.
We are going to strap Fabio to a chair at San Diego Comic Con and make him watch Spider-Verse. This is like Clockwork Orange style.
Wait a minute. This isn't the Mezco panel.
We're gonna play the part of annoyed girlfriend showing her boyfriend something. Put down your phone, Fabio. Look at the screen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How was your guys' weekend? Last couple of days.
I got the Mexican Oozarus bootlegs in.
Amazing.
They are surprisingly fantastic.
Yeah, they look pretty good from what I saw in the pictures.
They look great. And you know what I'm really hoping? I'm really hoping that a vendor at SDCC is going to have some, because in a stunning turn of events, I posted about it in the Discord, and then somebody was all like, "Oh, what are those?" And I was like, "Oh, they're Mexican third-party bootleg Oozarus statues. You can get on eBay. Just search this on eBay. You can find it." And he's like, "Oh man, these look so cool. Thank you for telling me." And then literally an hour later, he's all like, "This is nuts. I'm at a con right now, and someone is selling them for so much less than what you paid for them." So that's great. That's great. So if you can find them at a local con. He said that he got 2 for $70. I paid $70 for 1. So these guys are definitely marking it up on eBay as you do.
Did you top coat those yet, or
no? They are sitting in a plastic bag, airtight sealed, with about 20 to 30 dryer sheets in them, hoping to get the smell out. But these smelled insane. Think about the most industrial smell of plastic you've ever smelled in your life, and multiply that by about 20. Think.
What do we tell? What would you put with them? Bounce, snuggle? What do we?
It's bounce, baby. It's always bounce.
Okay, there you go.
It's remember how old Toy Biz used to smell when you kept them in a storage unit for a little bit, and then you open them up and you get that weird plastic smell. It's 100 times more potent than that.
Yeah, there's nothing like the oils of a Mexican bootleg. It's just it's singular, man. It's practically a bioweapon.
Yeah, for sure.
That is the weapon that the Falcon and Winter Soldier were trying to stop the entire series.
But it had to be edited out, for sensitivity.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was basically the highlight of my weekend. I'm
glad you got one though, Pancho, because for the culture.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is. I got paying that exorbitant markup. But you know what? Happy to do it. If I can help somebody hustle, good for them.
If I can piggyback, because that does remind me, I did a similar thing for the culture. Yeah, I got I saw that it was in stock on 5K Toys a little bit ago, and when I was finally ready to pull the trigger, it sold out. But it was the DLZ Skull Sergeant. It was the one we had seen like a while back. That was literally like the Stealth Gomez Black Skull body, but with like literally the Doc Nocturnal skull head on top.
So skull
and
head.
yeah, so skull head. And I was
Is this thing on?
because I ended up finally ready to pull the trigger. It was 55 on 5K and sold out. And then sure enough, I do a deep dive through AliExpress and happen to find another one. Someone, a store that had a bunch of them, 55, but it's shipping, from China, so it'll be a while.
I said, well, you went straight to the source, brother. You didn't have to pay me.
I had to, and I had to make sure it was the 2.0 version, because that first one, the 1.0 or whatever, was the one that had those like, copy your homework elements to it.
Well, that's what you got to work out. That's what you got to look out for. Absolutely.
Yes, but I heard the body was improved on the 2.0, so I went with that one.
Body.
It's still the same skull head, but
same skull head.
with like slits, like almost like a reptile nose, and then it has like a gas mask that goes over it. So
like almost like a month or two from now, you're gonna be swimming in a booty.
That's it.
It literally said July 15th for delivery. So
right before the con.
I'm saying I'll probably end up bringing it. That might be my pocket fig, after I see it.
Always got to keep that thing on you. Of course. What about you, Boog? You get anything? No.
Can you not speak so loudly? My headphones are on and it really hurts.
Sorry, I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything this week. I have shit from like 2 weeks ago that I still need to open, but I didn't get anything this week.
I posted on Instagram I posted an actual post on Instagram for like the first time in a little bit. Just like some hand and desk posing stuff. Basically just asking, everybody in the community, like, what are you posing up right now? And like so someone posted that Nightwing, Mofex Nightwing hasn't, left my hand or left my desk since I opened it. And I was like, oh shit. I didn't even open that thing. So I completely forgot that I bought that. So like, hey, I'm just like you, Fabio, free figure, right?
Yeah. Mofex Nightwing has been everywhere for like the past like month, basically. But yeah, right. Mine is still sitting on my pile of loot, so I haven't even gotten it in hand yet.
That's it.
Please don't say that. Why are you buying Mafex figures in America? They're $60 in Japan. Stop abusing yourself like this. This is self-harm.
Well, I mean, come on, man. You know why?
Okay. You know.
Should be paying half the price.
And for that particular figure, though, for that particular, I missed the regular pre-order. But when I have my little situation in America, then I stick with my situation in America.
That's true.
That's all.
Also, Rick Boog isn't quite as sick as you and I. He doesn't have 3 or 4 imports coming in a month like disgusting people like us do. So.
Oh yeah, I got.
Yeah, my amiami don't looking like yours, where it's like ridiculous.
Man, yeah.
Let's just put it this way.
It's so ridiculous that it's so good because you barely paying anything because you have so much shit at one time. Anything as far as shipping.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. If I miss a payment, Amiami's like, you know what? Just let it slide. This guy's good for it. I don't get the immediate email with the equivalent of the FBI knocking down your front door. Saying, like, you better apologize right now or we're going to ban your account. No, they'll let it slide.
This guy, Pancho, he's got a few thousand coming up. So why don't we just relax on a ban, huh?
Dude, I haven't even gotten charged for this month, but like this month is like insane. Have you gotten any Amiami stuff for this month, Rick? Like your game request?
You know why? It's because it's really strange. A week ago, when we showed those pictures of Ben Reilly Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
When those pictures went up, Mafex said that it was delayed until July. but Amiami hasn't changed anything, or HLJ. So my orders held up by them thinking that Ben Riley is still gonna arrive on time, but they're tripping. It's not gonna happen.
That's got to be it for sure, because that's the only thing that's not in stock in my order right now.
Yeah, that's it for me. So I'm worried about the day that they finally update, oh shit, this isn't releasing in June. And
yeah, I'm gonna get the payment request, and all my SDCC fund money's gone.
That's it.
oh my god!
July is always nuts anyway. So
Yeah.
prepare yourself because everything's
know,
happening right now.
I'm looking at that July Amiami, and I'm like, God, I hope I don't have to pay until the first week of August.
What's the name is converting right now? The Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man 2.0 is converting. I don't know if
Mezco's hitting right now too. Leatherface is charging after like 3 years. That one's almost 3 years too, because that dropped in October 2020, something like that. Yeah, crazy.
I got the charge for the Hawkeye and Sky Cycle Marvel Legends as well from BBTS. That's charging. So yes, it's a lot of stuff that's going to be charging nonstop between now and through San Diego Comic-Con, including the G.I. Joe Haslab is going to charge right before Comic-Con. So
really?
Yeah.
No shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally right before, as well as our guests project as well.
That's true. Yes, tonight we will be joined by the illustrious Unparalleled Universe, baby.
An unparalleled guest.
That's true.
He cannot be paralleled.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But let's talk some news.
Yeah.
While he gets ready,
Yeah, we got a few little hits to mention,
Absolutely.
Let's do
while
it.
he changes into his lingerie.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
If you mean my sleeping attire, this is it. You want to go Hasbro first?
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk Hasbro.
About
take it away, whoever.
Some G.I. Joe stuff. What? These went up.
Why do I hear a helicopter? What is that?
There's a clicking coming on your end, Pancho.
Yeah. Is that me or who's that?
That might be me. That's my fan that
I see.
that recently fell out of my ceiling. Hold on one second.
That's your fan that you bring into SDCC?
I mean, I could at this point. It's I can take it out of my ceiling at any time, apparently.
Okay, we're gonna go in reverse order here because it'll segue into the next thing. All right, here, Rick. So today there were some new G.I. Joe June classified pre-orders, and that included
last day of or the last I guess reveals or pre-orders of G.I. Joe June, I believe.
Yeah, celebrate the final week. So there more to come. Okay, so we have your close friend and compatriot Firefly, Boog.
There he is.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one they own. I mean, not that the last one was whack or anything, but this is a very cool design. I like this one a lot.
That's retro style, right?
Yeah. Firefly 2.0, which is sort of like 1.0, because it's more close to the classic look. It's more close to the Mezco look.
Oh, interesting.
This looks really cool. Some nice accessories.
You guys ever play Splinter Cell?
You could
absolutely
mix and match accessories from the first one, because this one I think comes with the little remote control RC kind of car thing, and the other one had the drone.
The drones.
But yeah, man, this is cool. It's a cool design. And then we also got
Nunchuk.
Yeah, Nunchuk.
This is Middle East Wolverine. What's going on? What is happening?
This is Fabio's Paisan. You see,
Ralph Baducci.
Yeah, it's that Tampatucci.
I mean, look at him. He just screams coming over for Sunday gravy.
Well, he's ready for the A.C.B.A. B&B. He's ready.
Oh, there was more. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
He's
he's got the
climbing up the
windswept
walls of the
tassels
San
there,
Diego
which I
Comic-Con.
really don't like.
You said, what do you don't
You
like?
know, I don't like when they do. I don't like when they do these windswept tassels if they're not going
Yeah.
to do a relaxed version. But I think I do see a relaxed version here. Am I bugging?
No, what it is that it's on a swivel and you can take it off and on.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, even better.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was just about to suggest that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
There's
Ninja
a-
Turtles had
Legends.
done that for NECA.
There's a picture that's not on here because this is like all like figure photography gallery, but there's a picture that has the breakdown of the accessories, and you can see in the accessories that little tassel comes off, and I'm assuming it just swivels because why
Yeah, it's got
why
to
wouldn't it?
in and move, it's not keyed, so you can move it around.
All
So
right, very nice, very nice.
how about
There's
the
Nunchuk.
Crimson Viper?
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
And the Crimson Viper, another potential army builder here. Obviously, damn near everything in G.I. Joe and Star Wars is an army builder.
There it
That's
is.
how Hasbro really,
Dang.
even when they sell you a Haslab, it's an army builder.
That's how they get you.
It's cool that he has removable arm guards. You can get a couple different looks out of him.
Mm-hmm. That we've gotten a few different styles of Vipers with various accessories and swappable parts and upgrades and what have you. Last they put out that sort of Viper 3-pack, which was cool. But yeah, man, G.I. Joe, they doing what they do, man. Continue to put out quality product here. Personally, I don't really care about these except Firefly, which will absolutely be mine. But yeah, this is good. It's a solid offering. Nunchuk and the Crimson Viper are both solid offerings. So that was G.I. Joe June wrapping up, I believe. I don't know that there will be anything else in the next 2 days. This was it.
There's a whole video on here as well.
You know what? I have a
lab too.
I have a link for a sneak peek at the Dragonfly actually too. I'll share that in the chat. Shout out to
How is the Dragonfly doing? Should we check in on that real quick?
Yeah, we could check that out. See where it is. It's at 13,001 probably.
14,246.
Okay, 14,246. What's the next tier? 16?
Yes. Plugging and chugging over here. Yeah, 16.
Oh, plug and chug, eh?
Mm-hmm.
They just gotta quit playing. Just show off that third figure, and this shit will overnight, hit the mark. Like
the problem with them, like not even showing all that stuff ahead of time, is that we've seen that it's already kind of leaked. So anybody who cares enough about this will probably know about it, and it won't move the needle for them, which is kind of what they need. Unless they change it, they swerve it.
I don't see this. Check that out. There's a little video there. I don't know what this originally was on.
Let's see. It doesn't say where this is done, but this is from Usual Mike Television on YouTube, and I guess he was at a little panel with Emily and Lenny, and he got a little enhanced sneak peek at the Dragonfly. Painted up now.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Wasn't painted up before? I don't know.
Grayscale before.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, we didn't see it painted up. This is the next step in the evolution here. So,
yeah, they've done that with previous projects.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have it on full display somewhere at SDCC.
Oh yeah.
They already said that they would in that one stream.
Yeah, and the what's it called was there last year too. The his tank.
Mm-hmm.
Looking good though.
Look at some of the decals on, right? You could play it. It's no music or anything. I don't think.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes. I just didn't. I want to encourage people to go and check out this video on Usual Mike Television's channel. But just wanted to get that look. There you go. The guy's fitted.
Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what the deal with this was, where it originated. But yeah. But yeah, it's on Homeboy's channel.
Yeah.
Looking good. Light up features in the cockpit, and yeah.
Let's get
Everything's looking
Wally.
good.
I mean, we
So,
got Wally, I guess, but what's his name? Ripcord. But we gotta get Glenda. Come on now.
we got to get Jane Glenda Mulligan.
hmm
Like Fabio mentioned, we may already know what the final tier is, and I actually have some breaking news, and by the way of Bro products. So I'll start with GI Joe since we are on GI Joe.
Breaking news.
But a reliable source here has informed me that
My God.
GI Joe confirmations coming up are Ripper, Buzzer, and a third Dreadnok. That is more than likely Torch. You know, previously we've already had Zatanna and or Zartana and Zartan, right? So yeah, Ripper, Buzzer, and probably the third main Dreadnok, Torch, are on the way. Then last week or 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that General Hawk might be part of the Haslab, but I'm getting word that General Hawk is coming as a regular release here too, or maybe it's one or the other. I'm not 100% sure. We have an Agent Helix coming. That's a female figure. Shockwave, and also a Steel Brigade 2-pack, which I think will be similar to one of the other 2-packs that they put out, that like Ninja 2-pack with the male and female. So this Steel Brigade 2-pack should be a male and a female. So those are the rumors that are probably not really rumors in terms of GI Joe on the way. And we could keep moving forward in Hasbro.
All right. These are finally available for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. It is Blur and Nighthawk.
There they are.
Yep. So
I
maybe
see
like
the other one
last
is starting to
week.
get in hands too already, right? The Hyperion.
Yes, yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, last week I think, or maybe the week before it. The what is that? Hyperion and Dr. Spectrum pack. So quite a few people have that in here. This one went up for pre-order. I think this is supposed to be out in November, maybe. I don't know what it said. When's this coming out?
What is on Pulse? Let's see. Oh, these guys are up, yeah.
October.
And then these are $50. Yep, October 1st.
So yeah, these will. And then it's rumored that there may be one more 2-pack to finish this off, and we'll get the female character from the group,
Power Princess.
Power Princess, who could quite possibly come with a Coulson figure as the final 2-pack. That's the speculation and the rumor. So
Like
you'll
Agent
get
Coulson?
the 5. Yeah, Agent Coulson is actually part of this this story. He's the person that brought the team together in this particular universe or timeline or whatever the case may be. So you could get the 5 core members and possibly a new Agent Coulson. So we'll see what's happening with that. And the Legends rumors. My phone is dead. We'll come back to it.
I hear him like crinkling paper like he's a newsman.
Mm-hmm.
There's notes to
I'll
get.
bounce back to Legends. We could keep moving.
Okay. Going back to... So yeah, these guys are up for pre-order. And if you're a Transformers person, how about these guys? Or bots?
There they are.
Who are these guys, Fabio?
This is Predacons Tarantulas and Core Class Starscream.
That Starscream is like really small. It's like a 3-inch.
Yes.
That Tarantulas is like a deluxe, I think. Yeah.
There you go, deluxe. And this looks like what's the one from Beast Wars, but it's a different guy.
I don't know who you're pointing to.
I don't know what
Who?
you're.
Scorponok?
Maybe no.
You're talking about Black Arachnid or
Yeah, Black Arachnia, maybe.
Black Arachnid. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, maybe this was the one who was like, her antagonist, like he was her villain or whatever.
I mean,
Well,
Tarantulas
the
is
first
in Beast
comment-
Wars.
the first comment on that post is stop with the Beast Wars. So
Yeah,
okay.
Tarantulas is in Beast Wars.
Okay. Maybe there's a reason I don't remember it. Were they one of the beasts that rose in the new movie? Because if not, no. Okay.
I will. How long has that movie been out? So spoilers, no.
Dude, how sick was it when Optimus Primal like bit that little Predacon's head or that little Terracon or whatever?
What are you talking? Did you see this movie or no? What did you?
Yeah, I saw it.
When?
Forever ago.
No, shut the hell up.
Anyway,
Oh no.
how about some advanced stream today for Indiana Jones?
Let me bounce back to this these legends
okay.
breaking news real quick before we
Sure,
get into Indy.
sure.
But so we did get rumor of Marvel Knights Wave some time ago from Rectangular. I'm getting confirmation here now that the Marvel Knights Wave will have Blade ×2. I think he will be
Ooh.
the double packed figure. We'll have a Daredevil, a current costume or current look for Daredevil, Lady Bullseye, Luke Cage, which is probably that Luke Cage that we got teased some time ago during Black History Month, Iron Man, Midnight Sun Iron Man, Clea, possibly as Doctor Strange, some sort of ninja, the Fist. It says Hand Splinter Group. I don't really know what that is. And the Build-A-Figure's unknown for that Marvel Knights Wave so far. And then we also had word of No Way Home Wave from Rectangular. Supposed to be getting all 3 Spider-Man figures. Not known for sure if we'll get the unmasked heads, but I'm pretty sure we will. Daredevil from the She-Hulk Netflix show. I mean, not Netflix, Disney Plus, excuse me. Some type of Mary Jane figure. A bad guy from the movie, either Sandman or Goblin. And my source is saying the money's on Goblin. That makes sense. We already get in the SHF Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Sandman will be a Build-A-Figure for that wave. We'll see. They've done Sandman Build-A-Figure in the past quite a few times. A movie version and a comic version of Sandman. And a regular release of Sandman. So who knows? But those are your rumors.
That's it.
Wow, spill that tea, Boog.
Spill the beans, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What if they do another build a glider, build a vehicle?
Oh,
type deal?
please no.
I don't know if that. I mean, I guess they could find a way to do it, but yeah, that would be really pushing it.
I'd just
for the
rather a
Goblin
deluxe
glider.
figure. Goblin with the
Yeah,
glider. That's
same.
all I want. Just give me that.
I'll wait for 112 the foe.
It's true. We need the
Mhm.
foe. Well, I think the foe. He hasn't out yet. No.
No, but the Doc Ock is.
That's
from-
it. Yeah, shout out to Plastic
one of the
Thunder. He
bootleg-
got it in hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been showing it off in Plastic and Paint. It is
Yeah,
exactly how it
I've seen
looked.
quite a few people with the with that
Oh.
Doc Ock.
Tell him to share it somewhere cool.
No. PvP's great. The face sculpt is just very not. That's not Alfred Molina. That is the Party City version of.
Yeah,
Alfred Molina.
it's small too. It's like very like he just ate a lemon, like very
Yeah, it's
squished
crazy.
in. But
And
yes.
Plastic Thunder was saying that the arms, they're not as, the range of movement on the arms isn't as nice as he'd want it to be. Like they don't, like they're on bendy wire, I believe, but they don't. You can't get them like lunging forward all the way. They still have to like make a loop from around the back, so like it only ends up coming like this much instead of like this much or whatever. So,
Yeah,
But
is it one of those where he has like, because he has multiple like layers of jacket?
Yeah,
So does he
yeah.
have like full sleeves underneath, or is he like always meant to have that top layer and they just kind of like vest situation, but
It's
he's
true.
sleeveless and then the jacket?
It could be
Just
like that
depending
old 12-inch Toy Biz Doc Ock that came with a soft goods coat. You remember that? And he had like he had the sculpted sleeves, so you try to take off the jacket, he just has jacket sleeves on.
Yeah. Dude, I was small tangent, but last time I was at Frankenstein, I kept seeing those old like Toy Biz Marvel Legends. They weren't Marvel Legends, they were Marvel Studios. They were like 12-inch, basically 1/6 scale.
Oh, they were in the
with
box?
soft goods. Yeah, in a box, but it was like the fish tank box that has the hard shell with the top and bottom,
Mm-hmm. And it has like a window with their face or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I saw like I think it was a Wolverine in like army fatigues, and then there was a couple Punishers, but I saw the Punisher in just the black. And I was like, dang. I remember like seeing these as a kid, like doing, Marvel Legends, and those were like the hot toys of those times,
Oh man, I'm looking at this Doc Ock face right now. Whoa,
It's
that is
crazy,
kinda
huh?
rough.
It's wild.
Yeah,
Hello,
Eyes.
Peter.
his eyes look real beady too. His eyes look really
I know, yeah.
kind of wild.
Anyway, back to this real quick, as it'll segue us. There was
Masterful segue.
Yeah, well, that was a good segue too, There's a fan stream today for Indiana Jones. Hasbro showing off the new Indiana Jones Adventure series reveals. Shout out to Action Figure Insider, Dan Pickett. Some of the screen caps from the stream. Stream caps!
There it
if you
is.
will.
Trademark that.
We have Indiana Jones from Last Crusade.
Now,
He has a
educate me,
tie.
Fabio. What is the difference between this one and the other one? Is it just because he has a tie?
It's
Is
because he has a
more-
tie. You said it. Yeah,
More business than casual this time around?
for sure.
Okay.
It's the Last Crusade, man.
That's
Yeah.
it. You gotta be dressed
Even
in the
though it
nines.
was not the Last Crusade, because he ended up coming out with another.
Not even close.
No,
It was not the
It's like
Last Crusade.
third to Last Crusade right now.
Yeah.
This
It's
time for
dangerously
real.
close to his Last Crusade.
Yeah. Then you have Dr. Elsa Schneider. Elsa Schneider is in the Grail Temple from Last Crusade also.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn,
Grail.
that could make a good little Joe lady.
Sure, yeah.
She's got the
Not a Cobra
Hat,
lady.
you know?
Come on, man.
yeah. That could be like a Cobra Commander's lover or something,
I love
I mean,
how
dude, this guy even said it. Really, a tie? He has a tie. You're making me buy another indie for a tie.
Oh, they're making him do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
just
he's
forced
got a
him.
gun to his head.
He's just like he was gun to his head, forced to verify. How about this Grail Knight? Huh?
I'm kind of into
Yeah,
this,
who the-
man.
That's
Who
kind
the
of
hell
cool. Right?
needs the Four Horsemen?
Right?
We got the Four Horsemen at home.
That's it.
Man,
It's
the Legion's
fifth,
right
the
here.
fifth
Look at him.
horseman.
Well, that's a potential army builder for something totally outside of Indiana
saying.
Jones. If you just wanted
Yeah,
some,
dude. Exactly.
some knights.
Yeah, joke aside, this is kind of nice.
It's good.
Neon Knights, this one. How about Dr. Henry Jones Sr.?
Mhm,
I get
mhm.
this.
Is that a certain bond?
I'm to understand. Oh, and this is Dr. Jürgen Wahler from Dial of Destiny, the new movie.
Yeah, all of these just scream gangsters for
Yeah.
background.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially this guy. You
Oh,
want
yeah,
yourself
this
a
is
street urchin? There you go.
this is Fabio's paisan for sure.
Oh,
That's it.
This
I
guy,
just called him a street urchin.
I was
Aladdin
gonna
goes
say
with street rat.
when we just started talking about this, like, this is the best line for people who don't even fuck with Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Like, it's the
Yeah,
best line for people to just build like just dudes.
100%.
Yeah, like he's starting to hit right now, but like get ready for when it really comes to the United States. Short round.
Oh my god, Short Round is
Yeah,
Oh,
is
yeah.
the new Carl from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he's in the UK. He's in the UK and China right now, but like in a month from now,
Mhm.
once he starts hitting the US, game over. Every shot short round.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
100%. It's going to be the Percy Jackson as well. You
Oh,
remember?
my
there you
God.
go. There it
Yeah.
is.
Willy Wonka kids, you know.
Yeah, a
Everybody from
great
Hunger
legacy
Games.
of children figures. Can't wait to add to it.
Yeah, real Wonka fans
what's
only.
this? Are we building this, or is this coming with one figure here? What
Yeah,
is
so
it?
the whole wave has pieces to build that artifact.
It's a
Okay,
build
got it.
artifact bug.
Yeah,
Build the artifact.
there you go. There it is in scale. I don't know why.
Oh, they got my man sitting down.
They could not that team could not stand him up
No.
for
Oh
their
my
fucking
gosh.
life, and they were just like, you know what? Give him a seat. He passed away. He deserves to take a rest.
They didn't say that.
That's what they said. I did said it live on stream. You didn't watch it?
Looked like he fell and broke his hip or some shit.
He does. He looks like he's Vince McMahon and he tore his quads entering the ring.
Oh my god! Yeah. On that Batista John Cena match,
Yeah.
he really does look like Vince McMahon sitting there with the torn.
Right. I would say, if he had like a pointing finger to the other guys, but
Oh,
these
yeah,
don't
game
have
over.
interchangeable hands, do they?
Yeah, somebody scopes him like top ropes behind him. Some of the
Yeah.
ropes.
This is cool though. There you go. You get your little build artifact. Pretty neat. That I think to a lot of people is kind of a big selling point to this as well. Yeah, you get your
the
civilian.
artifact. Yeah,
Some people
of course.
just want the artifacts.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah. Anybody
beating down the
interested in
door for
just
that
the big?
artifact.
All I need is the artifact.
Yeah. Got some
Hit
real
me up.
artificers out there.
Real,
Hit me
real
up with
Nathan.
offers. I just want the artifact.
A lot of Nathan Drake's in the
we,
chat right now.
Have we gotten like bendy wire whip for India in any of these releases yet?
There's no
I
way.
guess not.
No
I don't
way.
know. Maybe we got some Jonesers in the chat here.
Yeah. If
Let
we
us
got
know.
any Indiana Jones heads,
Yeah.
the
So
chat,
Jones
let
heads.
us know. So Jones.
I'm more of a Jim Jones head, if I'm honest.
Bowling.
The rapper.
We stay fly.
Yeah.
Fat Man hit us with $10. He said the bath is Dial of Destiny's of Dial of Destiny is Indy's walker he uses to fight other elderly people in their retirement home.
100%.
Is Dial of Destiny secretly a remake of Bubba Hotep?
Oh please no.
He's got the walker with the cut up tennis balls on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the Mr. Fredrickson special.
All right, there's Indiana Jones, the next adventure, the next wave. When's this due out?
GQ.
More importantly, when does his hit ollies? Because that's what I'm
Are you have you seen Poncho? I don't know how much you care. I doubt it's not much or at all. But those figures from that one game
Oh yeah.
was on Bucky O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare, yeah, they've been hitting ollies.
Yeah.
They're at Ollie's and those
That's
things were
not
expensive
a
as
game.
shit.
Dude, if you see them at
we
your
can look at
ollies,
NES.
please buy them for me.
We don't have those.
Oh, damn it.
We do not have those around here, no.
I wish.
We
We
have
barely,
ollies
believe it
here.
or not, we barely started getting Five Below in the West Coast.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's, I mean, Five
And
Below is okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just okay.
It's just okay. I mean, you can buy those little grills and that stuff that everybody's that was like hot this week. You can buy those online, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Fat Man hit us with 5 earlier. Did we hit that one?
Oh no. Dang on
Batman?
Oh, would you care to read it off, my good friend?
Yeah, thank you, Fat Man. He says, the back
you.
can be Marissa Tomei. Let me build hot Aunt May, damn it.
Oh man, now you're talking.
I was gonna say, like, the bath has to come with parts of the glider and parts of Aunt May's.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
That's the only way they could make it enough parts.
I mean, we do need a MCU Aunt May.
That's it.
We got Happy, we got Tony, we
saying.
got MJ, we got Ned. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
You guys not to go off on a tangent, but have you guys seen that she like has really been talking down on that role? And she's like,
Really?
I love Marissa Tomei. She's like a lifetime crush of mine, but who does she think she is? I don't understand. She's like let me explain why I'm saying this. She's really upset that people want her in a motherly role now. Lady, you're gonna be 60. What are you talking about? Of course those are the roles you're getting. You're not 20 no more, bro. You might look fine as hell, but come on, let's be real here. That's not your age, pal. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, she's been talking a lot of Marvel shit.
Yeah, that's
ERB 23 in the chat says his Ollies is mostly Eternals.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they're still like $15.
What?
Who did Salma Hayek play in Eternals?
Ajax.
Ajax.
Of course.
Yeah, she was the Walmart exclusive, but yeah, she's all over my Ollies as well.
Oh my god.
So if you want to get your hands on that hot Walmart exclusive, practically flying off the shelves into an Ollies, then go ahead and grab it.
Local Ollies.
Juan Sanchez in chat brings up a very interesting question or statement. He says, as a younger collector, do you guys really have that big of a connection to Indiana Jones to warrant collecting a toy line? To me, it's always seemed like just a movie franchise and not much more. I don't think my generation looks at Indiana Jones as being anywhere near the level of something like Star Wars or Marvel, where you would want to collect and build this world.
I mean, I don't know. You got to be of a certain age, certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think he's totally right, and they're hoping that it will be, because it does touch on, it doesn't have like the same toy legacy that these other franchises have, especially like compared within Lucasfilm itself is the obvious comparison, right? So they're both George Lucas projects, but yeah, this one never had that toy legacy like Star Wars did. So I think they're hoping that the same nostalgia and the same people buying Star Wars and all that right now will now make the jump to this Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and it's just it's an easy transition for them. It's literally the Black Series team just doing another thing that involves Harrison Ford. Like it's really easy for them to do. And oddly enough that he asked that, I think Poncho today declared that he's never seen an Indiana Jones film.
It's me. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, my name's Poncho. I've never seen an Indiana Jones film all the way through.
Come on, bro. Go back, man. Watch them. They're extremely offensive.
So,
I've definitely seen like the Disneyland stunt show more than most of the movies.
So to be fair, it's not like I don't want to see it and I don't like these movies. I don't know. Just never been in a position to see it. I will say the only time I've seen parts of it when I spent the night at my white friend's house and then his dad was watching it and he was like, you boys got to watch this.
Oh,
all right. You gotta go on Plex this weekend and just go ahead and just binge them. Temple of
I'm pretty sure they're on Disney, right?
You know.
Oh yeah, they're on Disney Plus. Yeah,
they just put these on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I do want to see it. I mean, like I do want to see it for sure. And like, I have no doubt that it holds up or anything like that as well. As a matter of fact,
doesn't hold up.
Well, as a matter of fact,
Temple of Doom has some questionable, race faces, whatever you want to call it.
The movie, it's funny because the movie that everybody hates, I think Poncho would find the most enjoyment in it just because it's so absurd. Remember that movie, Crystal Skull?
That's it.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling if he was ever to choose to give his time to this series, he'd just end up liking it because it's just so absurd.
Yeah, I mean they all are pretty absurd, but
they're all
fun.
absurd.
It's a fun.
Fucking history teacher is whipping it like crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure. It's
no guilt. Come on, man.
Starship Troopers level of like goodness.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'm excited to watch it.
And you better, because then you can justify getting yourself a shiny new Mezco 112 collective.
Wow, look at that transition. Just look into the sky.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Beautiful.
Indiana Jones Temple Edition.
Wow.
Bro, this is giving real 50 Shades of Grey with this pose. I'm the master.
I'm looking for an archaeologist that says Dad likes leather. Yo, this looks good, honestly. Like, yo, it's the dude. It's
the guy. It's the guy from the movie.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I look at this and I'm like, yeah, that's him.
That little back spiderweb thing is really cool.
Yeah. So yes, this was revealed. again, I'll use the same prefacing that I've used the past 2 weeks. This is apparently Mezco-Con, and they announced a month ago. Right. Yeah, exactly. They announced a month ago that Mezco-Con is coming, multiple exclusives. Okay, cool. Where's the itinerary? Where's the activities? Where's the reveals?
Where's the map? Where's the bathroom?
You think they fired that person?
Oh, I don't know. No question, dude. I promise you, I said this whenever we talked about it first. I promise you, they looked at their team and they said, who could we do without and who can we get to do their job? So they fired this guy and then they realized oh, nobody wants to do this. And oh, maybe this guy was the perfect guy for it. Okay, we just won't do it anymore. Whatever. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's really strange to just not have nothing like it was before. Really weird.
Dude, I'm saying
we just had it in February for the Toys Fair.
Well, so the company I work at, we used to have this reception woman that would not only do reception, but she would also always plan company stuff, parties and events and whatever. And she would send out emails and stuff where we did weekly activities to get gift cards to the bar that's behind our store and stuff. So it was it's pretty cool. She's also the one that threw that offensive party, the Hawaiian party, the Hawaiian cookout party, and said that me and my Korean coworker didn't need costumes.
Jesus Christ. You'll be Lilo and you'll be Stitch. It'll be great. Let's go.
But so the reason I'm saying this is because we furloughed her ass, dude. And we just have no plan on bringing her back. And all of that stuff just stopped. Nobody had stepped up to the plate to write funny emails or host offensive events or anything like that. So it's just some shit that a company could simply just go without. And I think Mezco, they're thinking that all the pageantry and the glitz and glam of our virtual convention is cool, but people really just give a shit about the figures. We'll just reveal the figures and that's it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but yeah, a lot has changed since February. And
yeah, it makes sense, but it's not.
Seems
fun.
Whoever's doing the graphics, that was the person doing the announcement because
I was
really just got the same graphic twice.
I was gonna say too that the graphics are not the same at all like they used to be. That style of doing their graphics and their teases and reveals, it doesn't look the same like it used to.
It's not an unnoticeable change, so. As part of, I guess, a reveal, but also these exclusives, part of the con, this was the graphic that went up yesterday, pre-order today, and it's the big reveal. I think the biggest news from this, yes, the Indiana Jones figure, but they got the Lucasfilm license, and they had a Void Wars themed Gomez earlier this month, so it's not out of the realm of possibility we could see some Mezco Star Wars. At this point.
I mean, they're perfect for the job,
Mm-hmm. Everybody's wanted it.
Those robes.
Pick up where Hyperreal left off, right?
Those robes are gonna look mighty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's possible.
I think it is if it's like this. It's exclusives to the site. It's a jacked up price like this, and it's direct to consumer. I think that's the only way it's possible. We were saying it in the chat, but that's how NECA had to go about Turtles at first because Playmates didn't want to play nice with the license, and so they had all these restrictions, and that's why those first Turtles sets were always a 4-pack. It was always at Comic-Con. It was exclusive. So sometimes the master licensor can issue those things so that, for example, this doesn't compete with Hasbro at a place even though it probably will end up at BBTS anyway, but it won't be at it's not supposed to be at retail, And it comes with, and the reason that it is expensive too, not just because of that, is because it has a polystone pedestal with blocked mossy details.
Wow, that's the thing from the part, right?
Yeah, from the stunt show.
That's it. Yeah, from the stunt show. Exactly.
He
Where the guy
just got
actually got
run
ran over
over.
by the boulder.
It's a boulder.
Speaking of the price, Stinky the Hut, great name. Hit us with
Mhm,
5.
love it.
How appropriate since we're talking about Lucasfilm products.
Absolutely. He said, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Nah, the only thing that's lost is my desire to buy this figure. $130.
What?
Yeah, it's steep, man. Even with that polystone bullshit, that still seems a little too much for what this is.
Well, let's see what you get exactly.
Dude, look at him doing the rock pose on that artifact. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. with the gun holster instead of the fanny pack.
Dang, he should have put the spider webs under there to substitute the tissue. The rock had in that picture.
I
So
mean,
you're gonna
really,
get
with
4
this
interchangeable head
figure,
portraits.
you get 3 heads. Yeah, I mean, if excuse me, if the head sculpts are like perfection, then that's gonna really make or break the figure, really, because I can't see them messing up the the look of the clothing and everything here. They're in their bag here as far as Mezco. They're doing what they're supposed to do in terms of soft goods and stuff like that. But if they nail these head sculpts, then it'll be a very, very good figure. It could be one of their best figures if they do that.
Yeah, this could be on that Constantine body, I'm thinking.
There's the boulder from the show.
There's the boulder. The spiders go on his back.
That Constantine is a great body.
The bones are their money. What else does he come with? Whips. There's 2
3
posed
whips.
Yeah, one is
Triple whip, 2 posed whips.
So not bendy wire either.
All right, no bendy wire. It's just posed.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how like flexy they'll be then. They're probably,
Not at all.
some give to them.
I mean, I'm sure
They're
they'll be flexible, yes.
That seems wrong. I don't see why Mezco didn't go the distance there with the whip.
I know, especially if they've been doing bendy wire chains even, which is crazy. Like Conan and Ghost Rider.
Well, what gauge do you think that wire is?
It's rather thin, to be honest. But it does have the metal of the chain to help support it a little bit too. But yeah.
Were those bullet effects there, or what was that?
These are darts that go
okay.
into the torch.
4 darts fit in torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's so. This is another, I guess, complaint or note that people are saying about this figure. It is very scene specific. This is literally like specific to that opening scene of the movie. That's where the torch and the darts and all that stuff come in. The pedestal, the idol. It's the iconic imagery of Indiana Jones right here. The sandbag and all that. So. It's cool because it is a very, iconic scene or whatever, but it does suggest there'll be other Indiana's Joan to become.
Yeah, he vanquished a lot of brown people in these movies, I'll tell you that.
This guy kills a lot of people in general, dude. This dude is, for an archaeologist, he murks fools.
Spoiler alert for Poncho.
Right. Well, think about this. He's like historian John Wick.
Historian John Wick.
Although this guy actually has a weakness. He hates snakes.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. There's your posed whip, your hold whip. Yeah, it's akin to that like Christopher Reeve Superman, where it seems like it might be one of those. You feel like such an iconic like character. This look, this character from this license would demand like a pretty like available release. So that's what sort of makes it fall in the camp of it being under these licensor restrictions, kind of like the Chris Reeve Superman, or maybe even that's why Batman was also, or 89 Batman was also like an exclusive and, obviously a little more expensive because of the suit materials. But yeah, I like that Chris Reeve, instead of the Kryptonite or the Fortress of Solitude base, you get the pedestal. And
yeah, how large is this?
Back, baby.
Where's this extra $40 coming from?
This is probably a really big pedestal. I mean, it It has to.
To be fair, the pedestal's
Well-
quite large.
I think it's
Well,
wrong.
if you look up a still of the movie, you could probably guess like, oh, okay, this thing's gonna be
Yeah.
big.
I mean, if we're going by the
Oh,
new standard
yeah.
price of Mezco being 95, then maybe sometimes they've done the 112 cheeky price. So where does the extra like 35 to 20 come from? I don't know. I don't think that's terrible for a giant base,
A giant base?
or it's giant in terms of its weight. It's an actual paperweight.
It's a giant base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. 130 still seems.
Corn Tatum. Okay, for
wow.
130, but it also comes with the boulder.
I think they should have, unless there are some plans in the future to do, other variants.
I'm thinking so. Yeah.
I would have liked to see more accessories here from other movies and other scenarios and shit, other scenes.
Like snakes is a great example people are bringing up. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
any,
100%.
if it's
How
not
you didn't
in
just
that
pack 'em in with those
scene,
snakes?
it's I guess not included. So
Supposed to
it-
pack him in with the snakes. She's supposed to get the monkey brains. All types of
Mhm.
shit. Come on, man.
Could you
Yeah, that
imagine
could've
a
been cool.
fucking polystone boulder? Jesus
oh
Christ!
my god.
Oh, that would be wow.
Recreate your favorite accident gone wrong at your local
I guess
Disneyland.
the real question is like, how much does Mez himself like actually like Indiana Jones and wants to
Yeah.
go deep on this, and how many versions? Again,
Yeah.
going like
Real
so
question.
team specific like this is like, suggests that there'll be a lot more.
It's so funny the parallels between Mezco and Max Factory / Figma. Like a lot of the time, like when things come out with Figma and they don't make any sense, or like things get really pushed at Figma that don't really make sense, it's all because that guy, the owner Max Watanabe, wants it, and
Mhm.
it's like his
Wait,
thing. Like
did we get a Figma Indiana Jones before?
Yeah,
I believe so.
yeah. The old one
Yes,
was a Figma.
we sure
Shout
did,
out Max.
and it's crazy.
All right, so
looking.
there's Figma, there's Bandai, Mezco, Hasbro. That's the major companies almost. We need a Mafex and a Reveltech, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too and thank you for bringing it up. Oh snap! These Hasbro figures. Apparently, one of these Indiana Jones has like a ball joint in the hat, so you can make it look like it's like tipping up and down.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting that the Mezco doesn't come with that for
Ball
$130.
joint technology on the hat. All right.
That's it.
Wonder what is the hat itself removable? Yeah, I guess the
No.
fedora is like a separate piece.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
The door
you
comes off, but they
go.
didn't want to show that yet.
that means
Oh,
it's
that makes
probably
sense.
the
So you
same
could,
or very similar hair sculpt, and
Yeah,
it's
that
like
makes sense. You
almost
could add the
keyed in
fedora
inside
to
the
each
hat.
head sculpt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty simple. Yeah, pretty much the same.
Okay.
Kind of meant to have the hat on most of the time,
Mhm.
as he do. But
Like that.
He'd be loving his hat, though.
yeah, he's looking good. I dig this. Some other things I want to bring up. The community has been saying, of course, these the stitching on the shirt is a little big,
Yeah,
and this is maybe still a prototype with a heavy Photoshop, but
well, I don't think the stitching on the shirt is going to get any smaller. That's just the way. That's just the name of the
Mhm.
game when you're dealing with this scale. Like when
Yeah.
you're going to use like smaller thread, it doesn't exist.
and this is where I've seen like some third-party companies do the soft goods in a way that gets around this, where instead of it being like actually stitched in, it's just like
Glued.
a single piece of fabric like
Yeah.
layered on, like
That's
this
what you
pocket
gotta
would be like
do,
a
unless-
square and then a triangle, and it's just two little pieces and they're glued
Yes.
on, and that's it. Same with how they're doing these buttons, because like with Constantine, his jacket, maybe because it's a jacket they chose to go that route, but I guess if we compare it to this jacket, he does have rivets for the buttons, but like the shirt has the almost like it's like a little tampo like overlay or like a little sticker that's on there to simulate a button, whereas other times they've done a button with stitching, so it really just depends. Maybe because it's a shirt, they're doing the little things here.
All right.
I'm fine with it. It's again, like you said, the name of the game, so for me I'm cool with it. I think they're probably gonna have the jacket on most of the time, anyway, and the jacket I think looks really good too. Like that is just a nice looking jacket.
We'll see. When's this due?
It is due April to June 2024.
Okay.
We'll see.
We
We
shall.
shall
That's like a
we
year
shall
from now.
see.
It's true.
Yeah. And another thing to note, just like Christopher Reeve Superman, this is probably going to get like a huge production run because it's limits 6 pieces per person, and it's a 3-week open pre-order. This is going to be open till the 19th of July.
Wow. You think they'll sell
And-
this at some places? I don't know. Where would they sell this? Like,
I mean, if it's an exclusive, I'm sure there'll still be like stores that order quantities of it. I think that's kind of the idea, you know. And it's going to get a big run, but yeah, there you go.
Okay. Indiana Jones
Indiana
on the way.
Jones.
2 years from now.
All right, cool. What's next? What is next? Good question.
so I'm talking to Wade right now. I'm just guiding him into joining the server and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Real quick,
We had some Instamashi though, right?
Yes, sir.
yes, but that might take a little bit to talk about.
That's fine.
If you go to, let's see.
I'm already there. Can't stop me.
So click on that Vegeta. So yeah, this is pretty quick. A while ago they put out that survey where they would say which one of these would you like to see again, and Vegeta won. So here he is. They are re-releasing the Vegeta. As far as I'm concerned, I think let's see. Yeah, he's coming. It's literally just a straight up re-release of the first web exclusive, which is unprecedented for SHF. They've literally, at least as far as I know, with the Dragon Ball line, they have never ever done this. Usually, the name of the game is once a once an exclusive is put out, that's it. It's never coming out again, and they did it.
It's a
15th anniversary for
remake.
SHF. They're popping it in. That's it. And it looks like Wade joined us. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
What up?
Wait, is that
We can hear
you?
It is me. Is my camera working, or what the hell's going on?
Not yet.
No,
No, you got to go down and click the turn on camera.
it's
Oh,
loading.
There we
There he is.
go. Local legend.
Local
legend.
legend.
Hello.
Unparalleled universe.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing?
What's up, man?
What is cracking? Discord is like a magical alternate dimension. I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
It's pretty wild, huh?
What do you use? What do you use when you stream?
I've been using this this program recently called Evu Mux or something. I don't know. It's basically streaming for dummies kind of thing. But before that, I was using Stream Labs, and that was just too complicated. But yeah, different than this for sure.
Yeah, because Pancha does this all through OBS for like the actual streaming, and then we're just meeting in Discord.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm learning OBS too, and I've been using StreamYard, which is also for idiots, and I think learning that has helped me learn OBS though.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's up, Boog?
Oh
Is he
man,
there?
This happened.
No.
you're getting the authentic A.C.B.A. podcast.
I'm sorry.
experience.
I didn't even realize I was muted. I was talking this whole time.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
authentic,
You
too.
pulled on me on Friday. Friday, I thought I was
What's
talking to
going-
everyone and I was muted
What's
the whole
going
time.
on, bro, man? How was your week been so far?
So far so good. Busy.
Yeah, busy's good, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Are we gonna
man.
see you at Comic-Con?
Yeah, I'll be out there.
Oh, let's go.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Are you guys going? The whole squad?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll all be there actually. Believe it or
Fantastic
not.
Four, baby.
Mhm.
Oh,
They're not ready for us.
You going dolo, or are you bringing the wife and child?
they're coming down with me. I don't know if they'll make it to the con though. We'll see. They're
I
gonna
see.
do.
I see. They're gonna go off and do their own thing while you
Yeah, they're
your
gonna go
man
do
child.
some. Yeah, they might go to the con though. They'd like to, but you know,
Mhm.
it's just if we can get them in, basically.
Have you?
Gotcha.
Have they ever been in with you before?
Yeah, they were there last year, and my wife used to go with me every year for years. But and my daughter's been a few times now. But Yeah, they enjoy it, but the whole going the 4 days is too much for. It's too much for even us. I think, like grown men who are into it, it's like too much.
100%.
I did
Yeah.
all 5 last year. It was too much.
Oh man,
I took a beach day in between.
nice.
Yeah, we've got our the flight situated. It's really starting to become like a tangible thing now. So
it's right around the corner. Yeah, for sure. And plus, with all the reveals and the pre-orders and this and that, it feels like the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're right up in there, dude. You are part of that season. We were saying there's all that rough July is about to hit us, and you're part of it because you got your Kickstarter up, dude. We're very excited for you.
That's it,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah,
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Let's give this man his damn flowers.
Hey, flowers. There we go.
Well,
yeah.
So you started out with 31 days?
Yeah, I went with 31 days because I don't know. I just heard that the 45-day kind of thing, it once it loses momentum, it just kind of drops off, and 45 days just kind of sucks out the momentum. Like once you hit the 30 days, if it hasn't happened, it probably won't. Like it was saying, most successful Kickstarters are done by the 30 days. So I just kind of followed that. I didn't want it hanging around if it wasn't looking good,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think Boog muted himself again.
Maybe his lady was yelling at him.
Authentic experience.
No way.
So
You talking to your little friends?
So you really did
It
your
shows
homework,
it-
huh? With this, huh?
It shows he's muted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's muted. Yeah.
Every
Damn,
single
Boog,
day.
you're
hide
probably
it.
saying something good.
That's
It's
the
usually
wonder.
press commentary. But yeah, man, tell us a little bit about the campaign and the inspirations and what went into doing all this.
Well, I mean, the Odious character has been something that's kind of just been hanging around my channel in different iterations for years at this point, even before doing like all the live streams. But once I started doing the live streams, it really started to take shape, and it really felt like there was kind of a, I don't want to say demand, but enough interest to warrant trying to take a next step. Like Fabio, I'm sure you're familiar because you're pretty frequent in the lives. But I was doing the heads for years, and that did pretty good. And then after so many people got into those, it was like, okay, next step is the whole figure. But it's funny because me painting heads that I got from Casting Cave in my room is a lot different. Painting heads, Fabio.
It's a compulsion we have on this show.
Yeah,
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we do the so head. And insert blank in the beginning of it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I've heard the head jokes for years too. Wave giving heads. Okay, yeah, but
We call them portraits in the biz.
Oh yeah, portrait. Oh yeah. But yeah, the next kind of it was a huge jump from just painting the portraits to jumping to trying to do like a whole figure, and then once you kind of get that situated, it's a whole nother crazy jump to try to orchestrate Kickstarter. That is madness, and then I'm having fun with it, but I'm definitely ready for it to be funded and it to be over.
True. What's the day-to-day for you with this? Are you just kind of putting your faith in the community and not really looking at it? Or are you looking at it every day and like looking at the metrics and stuff, or what's up?
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm looking at all that stuff every day, and also just looking for different ways to get it out there. Jumping on different podcasts and live streams. I've been on some type of live every single day since it's launched. Whether it's like just lives on Instagram by myself, or lives with other channels, or my usual lives. And then also just every day reaching out to like stores that may be interested, and just every day trying to do some kind of work to keep it moving. Making posts, like trying to make interesting posts to get people engaged with it, and yeah, every day it's been something.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you at just about halfway there now, and pretty much halfway through your campaign, right?
Yeah, they're kind of lining up with each other there.
All right.
I don't know if that's good or bad though, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
I mean, it's not bad. That's for sure.
I think it's good.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That
But
is for sure.
it's very exciting though, because I'm sure all you guys, you've been collecting for a very long time and stuff like that, and it's cool to collect, but like I think the natural progression, like the next step is to like be creative with it and trying to be like a little bit more involved past collecting. I know you guys have done different types of projects that are kind of in that same vein, but I think all of us kind of have like aspirations to create, you know,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
absolutely. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's the nature of a creator for sure. You definitely want to venture out and have something to call your own after all of the time of pouring in hundreds and thousands of dollars into other people's products and lines and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely.
for sure. And you guys have kind of done that like in a like almost like a media sense, right?
Correct. But yeah, I mean, it's wonderful to see how many people in the community have ventured out and kind of did their own things, and not just in terms of Kickstarter, but smaller projects or even working with the companies and doing photography and all of these different things. Man, we've been talking about
Yeah.
that actually on the past couple episodes too. So yeah, man. Do what's your plans? Because I know you're thinking beyond this already.
Mhm.
What's your plans for like more expansive outfits and clothing and stuff like that for your guy here?
Yeah, eventually I would love to do like clothing packs and like different versions of him, like even entirely new sculpted different body types for the character. Because in my little lore that I've made up, there's all kinds of different ways for him to come about, and through those different ways, like he would look different every single time. So, but an entirely new figure would be a little bit down the road, but it's definitely in the plans. But in the more immediate future, things like clothing packs and different headsets and things like that, I would really like to do. The one that's the closest to actually getting done is probably like an army version of Odious, where it's like army clothing and then a new head sculpt where he has like a old army helmet and a cigar, and making that like a clothing pack. Eventually, I would love to do like a cowboy Odious and a pirate Odious. Those are the three that are kind of like in my sights currently.
Got it. Got it. That makes sense. That
Yeah.
sounds fun. Um, what have been some of the challenges for you with this whole process as far as working with the factories and that type of thing? Can you give us a little insight into that? Because I know that could be tedious. It could be, it could be a lot to deal with.
Yeah, the toughest part for me was trying to go back and forth with the factory to find like like a number that makes sense that I feel that I could actually get to. You know what I mean? Like that was the tough part. Like figuring out like how much things cost and like all that shit was crazy. There's so many of these little weird costs that you don't like consider. And me being a smaller creator with like a smaller run and like an unknown kind of thing, everything was like a little bit more expensive. So like just trying to figure out how things can work out depending on how many I could sell, and all that kind of thing was really the most difficult part. Um, yeah, that was the toughest part. As far as like getting the figure sculpted and designed and all that stuff, that part was a little bit simpler. But it was when it came to like talking with the factory and trying to or figure whether it could be done, and if it's actually realistic for me to get to that point. That was the most difficult part for me.
I'm not sure what the process is in terms of some of these Kickstarters, and if it's you who would reach out to Big Bad Toy Store, or do they reach out to you? Has there been any forward motion with something like that of them picking up some orders?
Yeah, so I have reached out to Big Bad Toy Store, and they're willing to take a look at it and stuff like that. But uh, I'm a little hesitant to jump into that situation, only because I don't want to compete with Big Bad Toy Store with my own thing, so it makes it kind of weird. But to answer your question though, I think it's in my case, I reached out to them, and they were super cool, to be honest with you. Like they were right away, like answered right away, and gave options and talked about it, and it was pretty cool. Like they're a lot more approachable than I would have expected. So that was a pleasant surprise, and it kind of makes me think favorably of Big Bad Toy Store in general after that, because they do seem,
100%. Yeah.
yeah, for sure, they definitely seem willing to help like a nobody. You know what I mean?
hmm
You're definitely somebody.
Yeah,
Lee. You're a local legend.
we've worked with them quite a bit over the years. They've always been very gracious, and they've been a huge part of the collecting and displaying community. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. at least the lines of communication are open there for you. Um, what's your plan in the next in the week to kind of in the next couple of weeks to finish up strong? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go to help get the word out there?
Well, I'm just gonna, as of right now, I'm just gonna keep on hustling how I have been, like posting on Instagram, trying to encourage people to share, jumping on live streams when I can. I'll be on with the Toy Migos tomorrow. And I've got a couple of fun guests lined up for my live stream and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I have too many solid plans for next week. I think I need a couple day break, to be honest with you. Like it's been crazy. Yeah, since the Kickstarter launch, it's been like nonstop, and I know that's what it takes to kind of win. But I'm an old man. I'm gonna break pretty soon here, so I need to sit down for a minute.
Can you tell us about the creative team you had going on for the development and the consultation and all that? I know David Vonner is involved, friend of the show.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. Dave is awesome. Yeah, Dave is the project manager on it, so he's kind of like the connect between me and the factory, or he's the communication point and stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, obviously Dave has like a pretty impeccable track record with everything he's done. Everywhere he's been, he's every stop that he's made in this whole world, he's done something legendary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say we got a local legend and Marvel legend collab.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like literally, the man is.
Yeah, I'm sure he has a wealth of knowledge. Dave is always dropping some gems and some information, so that's wonderful for him to help guide you through this.
Sure.
I wish you had credited him as Dave the Living Weapon Vonner.
Nice. Yeah, and then there's some artists on there that help me out a lot. Some of the names on there, like Bobby Wright and Soul Brother. These are all guys that I've met through like live streams and YouTube and stuff like that, and they're all like very talented. And right away they're willing to contribute art for the Kickstarter. And then it was sculpted by Kevin Garcia, who has done amazing stuff for Hasbro and Diamond Select. And it's funny because I got a bunch of figures that he's done, and it's like, I feel like they're related to Odious. It's kind of weird. And then, the soft goods were prototyped by Rebel 10 Customs. And, she's been awesome in the community. She's made, I don't know if you guys have purchased stuff from her, but she's made some amazing capes and soft goods and jackets and all kinds of cool things. So, she helped me out with that. But yeah, lots of awesome people contributed to it,
Very nice.
That's wonderful.
What's the process like for soft goods specifically? Because you've seen a lot of people in the community do just traditional sculpted figures, but I feel like this might be the first soft goods like grassroots type figure to come out. So what was that process like? Did you have to provide like patterns and stuff or what?
So with that, Rebel 10 Customs typically just does like things that she's into and then sells it, makes copies and sells it. Like she'll do things that she thinks is like that are in high demand, like a jacket for Spider-Man Noir, or a jacket for Phantom X, or a cape for Century, whatever. But like that kind of thing, I just hit her up like, hey, would you be interested in prototyping this? I don't have a figure to send you though. Like I have my one prototype, but you won't be able to. So I had to give her all kinds of measurements, and she'd send stuff, and I'd be like, oh, can you make it a little smaller here? And then she'd have to do it again, and like she was really patient with it. I don't think that's the typical way to do it, or probably not even the smart way. But I got really lucky because after a couple of back and forths, it really got dialed in. And as it is right now, the soft goods have like a very good fit onto the prototype, And then there usually, when it comes to something like that, there are digital pattern files that you'd send to the factory, but we didn't have any of those, so I had to get another set of clothing and then just sent it to the factory. So they ended up just getting a physical piece, and it's going to be like, make copies of that kind of thing.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I would assume after all of that trial and error, she has everything down now. So moving forward, you should be good as far as expanding with more clothing, right?
Yeah, definitely. When it comes time to do some more clothing, like she is working on the army set for me now, and yeah, basically, what she's already done is the basis for that. So it's basically like make it that size, and we should be okay.
Got you.
Yeah, Rick, I think I cut you off earlier. Maybe not. No. I'm also sorry I've been like muted most of the time. I'm here and present, but there's been a lot of background noise here. So, let me actually contribute.
Rick is muted right now.
Rick, what?
Rick is muted. Okay.
Yeah. We'll come back. I wanted to jump off of what Pancho was saying. As far as like when we see these like Kickstarters, and I mentioned this last week too, when we see a lot of the toy Kickstarters, it usually comes in like waves. You know, you're trying to fund like a wave of figures, the launch of a toy line or whatever. So I think something cool you got going here is the fact that it is that low cost of entry as far as like one figure. Okay, you're helping fund one figure. Yes, if you get multiple, there's the added value of breaking down the price a little bit of each. But I think as far as a $80 one figure, you chose a really good like competitive price with everything that's in that 112 soft goods market right now, and it's really like low risk, to go ahead and enter. You're not waiting for like this huge shipment, keeps shipping down. And again, anybody who's part of like this community, there's really no downside for supporting, in my opinion. And
the thing about that, it's kind of like a gift and a curse though, because like that was what you just said was my initial thought too. Like something simple, one figure, it's not going to cost you $600, just easy. But with that, the problem is I have to convince more people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at a lot of these Kickstarters, it's like 400 people backed. I'm already at 500, and I'm halfway to. You know what I mean? Like some of these successful Kickstarters that have blown up, it's like 400 or 500 people backed, but that's because they each bought a wave. And like if you're doing a wave, it's easier to make like paint this guy this color and it's 2 characters. You know what I mean? So people buy both, and I knew that going in, but Fabio, like you were just saying, I kind of had the same mentality. Like, I think this is a pretty reasonable price compared to like what's out there. I feel confident in the design. I think he looks cool. It's something I'd genuinely be excited to own myself. Like if I saw a Sasquatch dude with a flannel and a big long overcoat, I'd be like all over it. Like if I saw it on 5K Toys, I'd be like pre-order. But obviously it's in line with my interests. But I felt the same thing you said is kind of my approach, and we'll see if that ends up, because it's really dependent on the community, and also that's a gift and a curse too, because some of the community has stepped up and been super helpful and super supportive, and there's pockets of the community that are on some hater shit, and it's like it's tough not to fucking lash out on everybody, but yeah.
And then, as far as gift and a curse, that's another thing that those like wave of Kickstarters usually have going for them in terms of it sort of being like a remake or in the style of like retro figures. You got your dragons of your whatever legions of Ashmore that are like big dinosaur dudes, and then the Awok, of course, animal warriors, and it's a lot of that kind of evocative of 80s toy lines stuff. So they have that audience like super built in,
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, just thinking out loud. I don't know. Maybe this is something to just consider. Like, how do you get that? What is that? Would that audience have an interest in this new quote unquote toy line? It is a single figure, but if they're used to supporting like these indie projects, that's a little bit, I feel like, outside of our sphere of like, 112 hyper articulated, we do photography style of collecting.
Right. No, that's very true. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that fan base like that, and I don't know how to tap into that, because Odious isn't necessarily that. Like Odious is more in line with Mezco, and also with, to me, Fabio, you probably heard me say this 100 times, but like the thing that I connected to is like 3A figures back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember those.
Ah, man, we did not know how good we had it back then.
Yes, for real. Like even me, I had like a couple, and then I ended up selling some, and now I look at the few I have, like, and I'm ashamed because I'm like, I should have kept some of your brothers, man. They're so good. They're so good and so unique, and that was my feel for Odious. So I don't know how big that specific audience is, but I do feel like that specific audience may want something cool and artistic like this. So I'm hoping to find those guys,
Yeah, that's a good strategy for sure, because while it is a very niche kind of community, I do think there's enough in the community to to tap into what you have here and get you over the line for sure.
I hope so.
Um,
I hope so.
Yeah, definitely the Mezco comparisons are obvious because they really put the form factor on the map. I don't think that's a stretch to say.
No,
But,
no, not at all. I definitely took a lot of inspiration from Gomez and things like
Mhm.
that. So yeah, for sure.
And so on the opposite
you,
end of the nostalgia based stuff, I'm a big proponent at least, and I talk about it on my live streams all the time, as far as supporting these like new properties. And it's wild to me the amount of people who kind of turn their head at things like this and I've literally heard the quote, like, I don't have room in my heart for like new properties. Like I just want
Haters.
the shit, whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like, how do we create the nostalgia, in 30 years if we're not making the new things right now?
For sure.
So-
No, I agree.
I that's one important aspect of this. There's a lot of, as we said, it's going to be an expensive July for sure. But like I was even saying this with fucking high school creations. I hate being this guy, but like, bro, stop spending on these retail waves for these pre-orders at full price, and all this stuff is just going to end up at clearance anyway.
Yeah.
Support something that like actually matters, like for the community.
For sure.
Did you do a little photography and everything yourself?
Yeah. Everything I posted was done by me.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tried my best.
Oh, it's a great job. I'm just impressed. Like how far along is that sample? Because it looks so like sturdy. A lot of times they look like they're falling apart almost in pictures, but yours looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I mean, it was falling apart too. Like I had to pull a bunch of strings. Yeah, it was so stressful, like trying to take pictures, because that's the thing. Like you don't want it to look how you just described, Rick. You want it to look you don't want, because regardless, like you could tell people it's an early prototype, but it doesn't matter. The impression that it makes is what's gonna stick. So
Right.
I was kind of like, I gotta make it look cool, So I tried my best, and I think it kind of worked out, but. After taking those pictures, I found these. I don't know if you guys are familiar with glue dots. Fucking glue dots saved my life. But I put them all in the joints, and it made it to where the figure actually stays together. Like I could wobble it around; it's not gonna fall. Before,
Nice.
I'd be putting this shit together. The foot would fall off, hit the ground. The toes were fucking. I don't know where the toes are. One of the feet fell down, and the toenails broke, so they're gone. But like it's such a fragile like early prototype. It just. Yeah, I'd be trying to mess with it, and like I'd crunch it too much. The joint on the inside would break, and I'd fill that shit with blue putty and just keep it moving.
Yeah, Fabergé eggs for real. The same thing was happening when I was helping Mike out with Wall XD. We would be at his house and we would be messing with those prototypes. We'd be fitting them in, and then the joints would just snap immediately. We're like, oh no!
Yeah.
Like one broke, and I'm like, I'm literally not touching this at all. I don't want to be responsible for any of this stuff. No way.
Another cool thing you're doing with the campaign that I just found out about on your live, yesterday? You added the blank bodies as part of the campaign instead of a stretch goal, huh?
For sure, yeah. That was probably a mistake from the jump, though, like making it to where that was the stretch goal. But I'm glad that we decided to go ahead and make it available because it helped out a lot, and also. I mean, I personally think it's a really cool option. Like I used to customize back in the day, and I just see the customizing potential for it. And I don't think there's a lot of bodies out there like this. I could only think of the Marvel Legends Jackal figure that kind of fits that like weird feral kind of like monstrous humanish kind of vibe. So
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think Odious, like I keep bringing up Vermin. I think Odious would be perfect for Vermin.
This is just your way of making a Vermin figure, isn't it?
Yeah, those fuckers won't do it.
Yeah, that's a really great option, especially if you're talking about making like clothing packs. Like you're gonna want to double up on a body, to future proof.
Oh yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Get a wolf head and some like clawed hands, and that's a werewolf by night.
That's it.
Oh yeah, easy money.
So wolf head.
So
So
wolf
wolf
head.
head.
Exactly. So you mentioned before that Odious has been in your back pocket for a super long time. Can you like speak to the creation process of this character, and like at what point did you start implementing lore and just how you fleshed out everything about this character over the years?
Sure. So the way it came about was back in the day, like maybe like 10, 15 years ago, me and a buddy of mine were trying to work on a little comic book based on some Sasquatches. and
hell
it
yeah.
kind of wasn't really moving too much. So that's around the time, like a few years later, I started my YouTube channel, and I asked my boy, like, hey, do you mind if you just make a logo based on one of the Sasquatch characters that we were kind of rolling with? And he's like, sure. So that's what became my logo. And then like years later, I saw D Amazing had Old Boy do like a custom head sculpt of himself, or Old Boy did it for him. And I hit up Old Boy, like, I have a channel too. Can you make me a head sculpt? And he's like, nah, get out of here. I was like, all right, well, from there, I was kind of like, well, who wants a head sculpt of me anyway? Like, I think it'd be cooler to do my logo. So I hit up Casting Cave, and he made the very first version. He like hand sculpted it like big and then shrunk it down. It was really cool. And then I sold those, and like people were into them. And like Odious was a name that I used back in my rapper days, like when I was a cool teenager. So when I started selling the heads, I was like, I got to come up with a name. I was like, well, Odious is always a thing, so I'll just call them Odious heads. And then like people bought a bunch of them. Like I painted I did there like 3 or 4 different versions of the Odious heads, and I did like 600 or 700 of them. Like I did a shitload of them. And in the middle of people buying those things, the conversation about a real character or a full-on figure came about, and then I was like, man, that's a good idea, but I got to make up a lore. So I kind of started to develop the lore after it was sculpted, and after it was kind of like, all right, I might be able to turn this into something. So that was part of what delayed the Kickstarter a little bit too, because I wanted to have a solid foundation for a lore. And that's kind of how it came about.
Hell yeah, dude.
So originally you wanted to launch it earlier, or you wanted to wait later, or?
I wanted to go a little bit earlier. I would say I would have preferred to do it maybe like, I don't know, probably like late last year. I would have preferred. That's when I would have preferred to launch it. Yeah, but there was still things that had to be done. Like there's several reasons why I wasn't quite ready then. I as soon as I got ready, I launched it. Like as soon as I had everything lined up, I launched it. But I would have preferred if I would have been able to do it late last year.
Well, would you say that the extra time just benefited you? Like, do you feel like you're more comfortable launching it now versus where you would have been before?
I don't know. I'm a little, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to put anything like bad out there, but I do feel like there's a bit of a dip in interest when it comes to collecting just in general right now. Like, I feel like this year is a little goofy. So I would have preferred if I would have put it out when the excitement levels were a little bit higher. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that, dude. There's a big overcorrection right now because I mean everything was there's a new wave of collectors that came in during the pandemic, and it shot sales up like crazy. And the following year, there's all this crazy overproduction, and the interest has dipped now that people are getting hard back to regular lives.
Yeah, I mean, and it's at every level. Like you go to Targets now, and like waves of Marvel Legends go on sale really fast. Super 7 right now is canceling a lot of pre-orders just because they didn't reach their goals, so they're not even being produced at all. Like, we're definitely not where we were like this time last year.
Yeah, so I wish I could have capitalized on that excitement, but I mean, thankfully, I think the core like old OG community will always be there. Like, we'll always be.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Get those Fairweather fans out of here. We didn't want them.
There we go.
We're here boots on the ground every day. We don't need this stolen valor.
Hey, Boog, what were you about to say? I feel like you were going to say something, man.
I forgot what I was going to ask you. Give me a second. Come back to me.
Okay. How about you, Rick? I cut you off earlier. Were you going to say something?
No, I was the one that asked. I was the one that was talking about the waves and the sales and the.
Would you say that?
I was gonna say that the Kickstarter market has been a little saturated, anyway. So it seems like where you came in right now was kind of perfect timing because it's not, a lot of stuff within our kind of community that's ringing off right this moment. All of the other things just pretty much wrapped up. I think you came in at just the right time and right before Comic-Con.
Yeah,
I think you got good projection. I think you'll be fine.
Nice. Yeah, I did kind of want to like capitalize on Comic-Con hype for better or for worse. I know a lot of things kind of come out and people kind of go, "Oh shit, I want to buy that. So Odious may like fall down on the interest level there, but But there's also like a magic to Comic-Con, you know. There's a magic and excitement and things like that. So I was kind of hoping to get looped into that just a little bit, and we'll see.
I feel like if
I mean,
you
you're
do
right
a
up there in the
push,
news cycle. Yeah, you're. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say like I was probably gonna say the same thing you were saying. I was gonna say that I feel like if you do a push around the same time where some of these exclusives are being revealed and stuff, you can capitalize on some of that Comic-Con magic as well. But to basically echo what Fabio was gonna say, sharing headline space is like a huge thing around like events for Comic-Con and like in the video game world during E3 and stuff. So like I would say that it's actually pretty great that you launched your Kickstarter when you did, because you don't really have to fight and struggle for like, you know, the attention of the community. You know, whereas if you launch this like right in the middle of Comic-Con, you know, not only, you know, you're part of the magic, absolutely, but then everybody else is thinking about just the entirety of Comic-Con versus now where like all eyes are on Odious right now. So I think you did a really good job in picking the right time to launch it for sure.
All eyes on Odious.
That's it.
Yeah, you were smart. I picked a really dumb rapper name. I can never go back to it.
What was the name?
Coonage Master.
What?
I was 13. I thought it was cool.
What was
Xbox
it?
You
Live.
call yourself?
Yeah.
No.
What
What'd you say? You're mumbling so we couldn't make it out.
Poonage Master.
Unage Master?
Poon?
Master.
Like Poontang?
Well.
Oh, Coonage.
No.
No.
Man.
Not Colonel Crackers again.
It was Xbox Live, but it wasn't that level of Xbox Live. I was 13.
no.
You know, I thought I was the man.
Ponage Master. Is that what you're saying?
You
I-
thought
See,
absolutely
we had an inside
wrong.
joke in my friend group where instead of saying we pwned somebody on Halo, we pooned them.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh.
I hate it already.
It's an inside joke. You had to be there. I don't.
Yeah, you know,
Use
just like my girlfriend. She goes to another school.
That's true.
She goes to, you
You
don't
wouldn't
know
know
her.
her.
That's why you don't know her.
She
Yeah,
lives in Canada.
She goes to another school.
yeah, man. I'm excited for this, and I'm excited to see what you do for like tie-in materials too, as far as like, you know, mini comics or animations or, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, comics are definitely a priority. Like I love comic books so much, and definitely want to like put an imprint on that kind of thing too. Even if it's just my little dumb imprint, but I still want to, you know, I would love for somebody to have a little mini Odious comic in the stack of their awesome comics. You know.
You
Would
gotta
you
do
think,
some signed editions or something, dude.
I'm sorry.
You got to do like signed editions, you know?
It's true.
Oh shit. Yeah, maybe.
That's it. You should bring little Odious comics to the con and hand them out to all the homies.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Yeah,
tiny
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I would love to do that, but I don't know if I'm ready for that quite yet.
That's
But,
true. That's true. That's true. Just
One
spitballing.
day,
Just
maybe
spitballing.
Oh yeah, Night Walker in the chat with a great suggestion too. I mean, this dude is ripe for a flocked variant too.
Oh.
No, I don't want to do a flocked one. I want to do one with actual hair. That
Let's
would
go.
feel nasty. Yeah,
Put a dead
dope,
animal
right?
on
I
you.
mean, you've got enough for an entire.
Alpaca Odious. Let's do it.
That's it. I believe it.
I will only pose figures draped in the finest Sherpa.
It's true.
Dude, I got a family member with a brown chihuahua and nothing to lose. You say the word, and it's a custom that's coming, baby.
He's getting a shave. He's getting a shave immediately.
He's a local legend. I can hand deliver.
Not to even say like, oh, you know, you took this from someone, but are there things you saw from like other campaigns that you thought were like a good fit for yours?
Oh, for sure. No, I definitely looked at similar campaigns and tried to get ideas and reached out to the people who ran them. Like shout out to Ricky from Plunderlings. He helped me out like crazy, and I looked at his stuff to try to get a guide. And shout out to Loose Collector. Like I kind of based my Kickstarter initially off of what he did with Mr. Hyde, and you know, also shout out to Spiro Toys. They gave me some good advice as well. Invincible Toys. They gave some all these guys who have recent success. Oh, Savage Crucible. Savage Crucible has been a big supporter and super helpful. And what's cool about him, like all those other guys I mentioned, like I've kind of known over the years. I didn't know anything about Savage Crucible. Like I never talked to him. I'm familiar with their Kickstarter and I've seen their figures, obviously, and they sent me a prototype to look at and whatever. But as far as like talking to them personally, never knew nothing about it. But I got in contact with the dude who ran that, and like over the phone, he gave me some like really good advice, and you know, it was really cool because he didn't have to do that. So it was nice to see that a lot of these guys were very helpful.
He could have easily been like, unless you promise yourself to the Lord, I'm not going to help.
Oh, you're
know what,
making
he looked
biblical adventures.
Unless you're ready to go on a
not
biblical
him.
adventure, unless you're ready to go on a biblical adventure with Jesus, then I don't think I could help you.
No. You got the wrong one, man.
I know.
As many weeks as we
Savage
spent
crucible and it's
how you
Jesus
fucked that
jacked up on a cross.
It was still a very good joke, though, Rick.
I gotta mess.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I was
fucked it
close.
up
I was
a
close.
little.
I realized halfway through, and I just had to keep going.
Commit. You got to commit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
wanted to
you
mention
see where
them,
crucible comes in. You see where crucible comes in.
Yeah, for
Jesus,
sure.
Jesus went through a crucible.
yeah, it was savage. I wanted to mention them too, as far as like you having such a like good looking prototype. I appreciate like the outreach that they had getting their prototypes into hands for for reviews or early looks and stuff. But some of that stuff like was falling apart on camera, and that's like impossible to get around as an audience.
Yeah.
Unless you are as entrenched as we are, and like okay, we get it. That
Yeah, on their prototype that they sent me, it was falling apart quite a bit. So like I didn't do a full video for it. Like I just did a short or something because I was like, this shit's only gonna stay together for a few seconds at a time. Like I wasn't.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Like
Yeah.
even more so if you get it from somebody else because you're like it's expensive. You don't want to break it, but you also want to do your best to kind of they sent it to you for a reason, so you want to show it off. But yeah, I wish I could have done more for them, because especially after like how nice he was afterwards.
Yeah.
But, yeah, damn prototype.
No, that's great to see that even other creators are being super supportive of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like in the community, as far as people doing their own independent stuff, other independents and creatives are pretty supportive in that
Yeah.
regard. The haters are regular people that have no creative abilities. Basically,
Don't buy
so-
anything anyway. The
Yeah.
aforementioned. I don't really know this dude, so I'll just buy my 8th Captain America.
Mhm.
Oh, you had to say Captain America. I mean, I would have agreed with him, but
But if you had Odious and you had Captain America number 10, what are you gonna go with?
I'm going with Odious all day, every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd love to see
So,
what other scenarios and all that stuff you get this dude in. A Yeti type of thing, a Yeti, if you will.
Yeah, I
Love
do.
it.
I definitely, if it goes good, I definitely like to do some different color variations. I would like to do just a purple and green one. I know that doesn't make sense, but I just like purple and
Still
green.
great.
And, it's
You're on your Todd McFarlane shit, huh? You're
Bro,
jokerizing everything. What's
like,
going
well,
on?
excuse me, sir. No, there's green and purple are classic comic book villain characters, not just,
Yeah, they're so you
okay, damn it.
Jokerized Odious is what you're referencing.
No. It's
You want to see a magic trick?
It's
That's what
Kanged
it
Up
say on the
Odious.
box.
It's Prowler Odious. It's
Yeah.
Green Goblin Odious.
There you go.
Fuck the
Yeah.
Joker. And
There's like other characters too, like what else lives in this weird universe. I'm excited to see where all that stuff goes for sure.
yeah, for sure. I'm excited to eventually explore it and kind of share it with people. But that's all dependent on Odious getting funded
Mm-hmm.
and working out.
No, we moving that needle. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, dude, the blank bodies, and if you do want to get on your Todd McFarlane shit, artist-proof versions, like some people in the chat
Yeah.
were saying,
Artist proof versions.
What does that mean? Just not painted?
just not painted.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
great
pretty
scale.
much.
Just great.
And we pass the
great.
savings on to you.
Yeah. Yeah, the artist proof. That's a weird one.
Mhm.
Well, tell everybody where they could find you and how they could get to the Kickstarter and all of your socials and all of that information, so we could help move the needle here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So the Kickstarter, to make it simple, if you go to Google and go to Odious Kickstarter, it's the first thing that pops up. Or you could go to my Instagram, which is I think it's unparalleled_. Hold on.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we got you.
We have it up on the screen now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Unparalleled Universe. Unparalleled_Universe. And the link is in my bio right there. And I'm sharing the link as often as possible. I share it on YouTube and just everywhere. But like I said, to make it simple, if you don't want to go to my Instagram or YouTube, just go to Google, type in Odious Kickstarter. It's the first thing that pops up.
Excellent.
And
So
of course,
we need
you
to,
are a prolific reviewer as well, so you got go ahead and plug your channel and where people.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. Yeah, and I'm Unparalleled Universe on YouTube. Reviews and toys and talking toys and loving comics and all that good stuff on there.
Mhm. So we need to. We will be resharing all of this on all of our platforms as well, at A.C.B.A. Instagram and fan page, and again, helping you to try to move the needle here because, as always, we trying to support the independents and the creatives and anybody doing their thing
Mhm.
independently in the community. I got much respect and love for them. So, man,
Yeah,
I hope this.
everybody in the chat,
everybody
in the chat that wants to see a Joker version, come on.
Let's
Get it
go.
done. Get it done. Get it done. New stretch goal. Come on, quit playing with them.
Just the regular version for now. Everyone in the chat, go get the regular version. Fuck the Joker version. Now I'm not gonna do it.
What's the,
We got those scars.
what's the wife saying about all of this?
Oh,
Is she helping you out? Super supportive and.
My wife's always supportive of all of this nerd shit, but when it came to the Kickstarter, she leveled up the support. It went from support to like heavy involvement. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be able to do the Kickstarter myself. I'm an idiot. I can't fucking read nothing. So like she's on it.
I feel that.
All that shit. Like so, as far as because when it comes to Kickstarter, there's a whole like there's Kickstarter, right? But then like say you have to worry about shipping in the future, right? So like that's kind of a mess too. And I told my wife, I kind of put it on her like, hey, if you don't handle this aspect, I just can't do it because I've kind of hit capacity. And she jumped on it. She jumped on it, and she's been kind of manning that and watching things and helping out a lot. So that definitely adds a level of enjoyment to the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's a family business, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to hear that. That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, man, everybody go jump on that Odious Kickstarter. It's plugging along here, man. And yes, Sonic Rockman X, you can get one without the clothing. There's a $50 bare body option, and then there's the figure
Rockman
itself
X.
for
What's
80.
going on over there, bro?
That's a real old school name, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
and yeah,
interested in a no clothing version, huh?
All
Understand.
natural, man. Quit playing.
I mean, when you got a buck body like this that don't quit, who won't?
Hey, and I appreciate you guys inviting me on to push it a little bit. I know this is going to be super helpful, and you guys are always awesome. Like, you guys are always supportive. Boog, you've supported for a million years, it feels like. And, same goes for Fabio, just the whole squad. You guys are always awesome, so I appreciate you guys.
Man, we want to see you win. We love to, like I said, we love to see independents and the creatives win in the community. And, you've always been a very solid dude. So hopefully this will help out a bit. And hopefully we'll be celebrating and we'll buy you a beer at Comic-Con to celebrate.
There we go. Or a milk.
Yeah, come over to the A.C.B.A. B&B for what are we doing? Saturday gravy, I guess.
No, why wouldn't it be Sunday?
Because we're leaving Sunday. Are we check out?
Oh
on
yeah. So it'd have to be Saturday. We just, what we do? We just delay the eating until midnight. We do it like Spain,
Oh, there you go. Actually,
you know, Pam. In Spain, some
they
people
often don't even start
dinner.
eating until midnight.
Oh yeah, shit.
How do you feel about midnight braciole?
There you go. Paisan over here, he'll do it. He'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, honestly, good shit, Wade. Like we're stoked for you. This is really cool, and yeah, we'll be celebrating in just a few weeks.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Unparalleled Universe, y'all. The links for his channel, his Instagram, the Kickstarter, all of that stuff will be in the description. And yeah, man, thank you for coming on.
No problem. Do you guys kick me out, or do I just?
No, you don't have to leave. I think we're all just plugging and leaving. We're at the top of the hour, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we all going. Actually, we're not kicking you out. We leave. We all.
Yeah,
leave.
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's stay for a
there's
little
news
bit.
we
Why
didn't
not?
cover, but we'll just push it to Friday and.
Yeah, we'll push it to Friday. It's 10 on the East.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Rick, how about you go?
You want to go first?
Hey, what's up? It's me, Rick. From California, and on Instagram at RickDom2345. So there you go. I'm finding things, and I'm here Wednesday, Friday, Comic-Con, B&B. I'm there.
That's it.
Whoever's
Sick.
next.
Hey, what's up, I'm Fabio? They call me Fobster on Instagram. My friends especially do so. YouTube, Fobster. Definitely go follow me on Instagram because I'm posting like every day. I'm trying to just get through my like big Mezco collection catalog photography. So we're living in the skulls world right now. Got some skulls photos up and keep that theme going, and then we'll see what happens next. But try to like post like every day, if not at least once, then definitely like twice or so, you know. So go follow me on there and try to keep it consistent while I'm not doing too much YouTube stuff other than the podcast here. But honestly, Wade, I'd love to just do one special episode so we can talk about Odious one more time before the campaign is up.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know, and I'll be down for whatever.
Let's see about this coming Monday. Yeah.
This coming Monday, yeah, that should be good.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll talk.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Pancho.
Hello, I'm Poncho, Pancheezey. Follow me on Instagram. Dynamic little dusties. I want to say I've printed them all by now. I've been printing them nonstop. So I've been sending out invoices for wave 27 and 28, I think. So keep an eye out on your PMs for that. And then once I get everything squared away, white dusty should be available for pre-order super soon. I'll be bringing a bunch of those to Comic-Con, handing them out to the homies. And that's it. That's it for me. What about you, Boog?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Boog_A.C.B.A. And that's it. I've been taking quite a break here and just kind of gearing up for Comic-Con. So I haven't really been posting videos as much, but I do have quite a few things I need to get through before we get to Comic-Con. But yeah, Boog_A.C.B.A. on Instagram. Follow the A.C.B.A. Instagram, which is at Articulated Comic Book Art. You can come join us on Facebook and our Facebook group, and you can like our fan page, all the same name, Articulated Comic Book Art. And yeah, thanks to everybody who sent in super chats this evening, who hung out with us. Thanks to Wade for coming on. Again, we wishing you the best and hoping that everything works out with the Kickstarter. And we'll see you in San Diego shortly. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.
Okay, later days, fella.
This is the part of the show where they can't see us, but they can hear us because the outro is playing.
Playing that Full House music, baby.
This is where we tease the next episode.
I did see 3 episodes of Black Mirror.
Oh shit.
Salma Hayek was in that?
Great show.
I saw the Salma Hayek one. I saw